Eric Rome, sophomore at Westhill High School. Eric, we were standing at one of the many sites of the bombings. Does this make you recall any emotions from your experience with the attacks?
Traumatic.
Traumatic? Do you know anything about the bombings or the bomber himself?
It was messy, and many people were affected.
Many people were affected. How many people would you estimate were splattered by this treacherous applesauce?
I don't know the numbers.
Too many?
Too many to count. Too many innocent people.
Where were you affected?
I'm not sure of the location, actually.
So you were...
All those staircases over there.
You were dazed and confused, and you were scared for your life.
I was lost, and I did not know where I was.
Thank you, Eric Rome, for informing of this. We know it's difficult. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that it happened. We'll get through this, all right? We're all going to get through this as a school.
Thank you.
This is the interview of two nameless freshmen at Westhill High School. Freshmen at Westhill aren't actually awarded names until their sophomore year, so they will be going unnamed for the duration of this interview. Sir, freshman, what do you know about the applesauce bombing? Or the bomber himself?
Well, I've heard that he's about 7 foot 8 inches, and he carries numerous applesauces in his pockets. So whenever there's the need, he can just bomb them.
He can attack at any time? Does this make him more of a threat, would you say?
Yes.
Even though there hasn't been any applesauce bombing in 4 months since the time of this interview, would you say that there's a chance that he may strike again?
He will strike again.
To the freshman, is he kind of a hero to look up to for since you're new in the high school?
Yeah, of course.
A revolutionary figure, you'd say, maybe? Quite perhaps the second coming of Jesus Christ himself?
Possibly.
Thank you. Gentlemen, Dylan Tripodi of lacrosse team and Scott Betts of the lacrosse team, two Westhill juniors. Gentlemen, were either of you present for the applesauce bombings of 2008?
They're here? No, they're not. Okay, we got. I was not personally, but I think my friend Scott was.
Scott Betts, do you have any comment to the applesauce bombing?
It was scary.
It was scary.
It was scary. I felt threatened.
You felt threatened. What?
They're not gonna find out about this.
No, he will never know. He will never know.
I thought it was a girl.
It was a group, maybe. Who knows? No one knows the true source of the bombing. All we know that we got figured out is it came from the 3rd floor and it affected a radius of at least 20 people.
Yeah, I felt danger. Like my life was. She around?
Miss Ferguson told me that it was a girl.
Yeah, like a female.
John Dillon, Jr., Westhill High School. Can you please tell us about the events that happened of the second applesauce bombing?
So, I was walking up the stairs one day after period 7 lunch, and all of a sudden I see an unidentified pedestrian walking up the stairs. He decides to take a canister of applesauce out of his brown paper lunch bag, undo the wrapper halfway, stick his hand over the edge of the railing, and drop the sauce. It hit an innocent walking Miss Ferguson square in the head. And all of a sudden I heard her yell, "I just got nailed. I just got nailed again." After that, it was pure mayhem.
Bill Coombs, Jr., Westhill High School. Sir, could you please tell us your account of the applesauce bombing, Phase 2?
Well, I was just walking up the staircase, must have been coming back from lab and missed Ramon's class, and I just was walking up, didn't expect anything, and this packet of applesauce just flies down from the sky, and it didn't hit me, just shrapnel, you know, but threw me a little off kilter there. Don't expect to see applesauce falling from the sky every day.
Scene of the crime, Andre Remillard, Jr., Westhill High School. Mr. Remillard, can you please tell us the events that happened of the applesauce bombing, Phase 1 and or 2?
I believe the incident I was involved in was phase 2. I was walking up the stairs, heading on my way to math. I just left chorus. I got splattered. I got nailed by it. I was nailed by the applesauce. I don't know. My life hasn't been the same since.